What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in a motherfucking building. And I am back because we are here, ladies and gentlemen, for my favorite show. Y'all know what it is, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I love me some Married to Medicine, but y'all know Real Housewives of Atlanta is very personal to me. I started watching them, I believe it was season 2. Lisa Wu Hartwell was my favorite at first, and then it became NeNe because she's so funny and outspoken, just like myself. I have a personal, I feel like, relationship with this particular show because I was a new mother at the time, and I don't know, it felt kind of, I don't want to say like down, but Real Housewives of Atlanta, for me, just felt like I was at the club with my friends. It let me know I could be a mother, but I could be sexy, I could be ambitious, I could be goal-oriented. So that is what this franchise does for me. It's not just entertainment. This is like really personal for me. We are at 11 motherfucking seasons. Who would have known? I always knew, though, this show would go on and on and on because it is so good. It's authentic. A lot of people have been going back and forth with the whole Kenya versus NeNe. Well, Kenya's the queen of Kenya is not the fucking queen of housewives, okay? The bitch got on here being fake. She just now, congratulations though, Kenya, you just popped out that brand new baby girl, Brooklyn. I am so proud of you for choosing a good name too, because that's a good name. But, she's not the queen. She wasn't here from day one. She didn't sell the motherfucking show. You wrote the song and can't remember the goddamn words. She did not create this show. She had nothing to do with nothing. So I don't want to hear about Kenya is the queen. Kenya is voted off. I don't know, you guys. I kind of was missing my girl Phaedra a little bit. Kenya can come in and out. They don't have to completely get rid of her. They can. I wouldn't care, but she could come in and out. Kenya can be entertaining, as far as getting some mess going. But my motherfucking show is back, you guys. So let's get off into the motherfucking episode. Okay. Episode starts out with this giddy ass Porsha. Porsha is now, soon to be engaged. She's going to be pregnant too. I guess that's going to come a little bit later in the season, but we all know that she is pregnant now. We get introduced to her new man, Dennis. She's claiming he has all these businesses, but I've been hearing some shit on the internet. Y'all know, sis kind of nosy. And what they saying is, look, I'm about to be Mama Joyce. What the people said on the street is that this man ain't got this much money. I heard he likes to spend money, but he ain't really, balling the way he tried to make it look this first episode. She's looking at all these rings, 353,000, like 552,000. Your wedding ring, I don't feel should cost that fucking much unless you with a billionaire. His businesses and the rings that she was looking at, they just don't add up. I'm not hating, no shade, no motherfucking tea. I'm just being fucking logical. Dennis is okay looking. He's not nobody I would get excited about. Porsha's a very beautiful and bootylicious. Y'all, did y'all see that one part? I'll get to it, y'all. Anyways, he aight. I still have not, it's gonna take a couple of episodes for me to see where he's coming from. Right now, I like him better than Cordell, so that is good, but that's pretty much what they showed us, honey. Porsha looking at rings and acting all giddy. She said some elementary ass speech about, oh, well, my friend invited me to a club and I went, and oh, Dennis told me the first night we met he loved me, and I said I love you too, and like, here we are. I haven't went anywhere ever since. I said, oh, Lord, now we look, we are back on this Lil Einstein's, Caillou, Barney level type of behavior from Porsha. Porsha, that is not how you get to know a man. You should have at least took a year, I think, to get to know him. I know you on the show and shit, but I would still be getting to know his ass. I'm not jumping up to marry and have a baby with nobody I ain't at least been knowing for a year. I think she said she only been knowing him, 5 or 6 months? I mean, she's just moving way, I feel, too fast, but Porsha is a woman of a particular age, so I understand that, she wants marriage and babies. I get it, but I don't know if we should have moved this fast, as far as that's concerned. But yeah, them rings he had her looking at, they look out of his income bracket. I'm just saying. Okay, so next we have my boy, Greg. And y'all know that Greg was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. NeNe claims that they took the cancer out, but as you all know, with cancer, it's very sensitive. It could still come back. She's doing the best she can to maintain and take care of him. NeNe is somebody with a very bubbly, strong personality. So, and she's my fave, y'all. And it was hard for me to watch this scene with her and Greg, to watch her be so worried about him, to watch Greg. Greg is just so different from how he was, maybe some seasons ago. You could definitely tell Greg has gotten older. He's still saying his little wise little sayings that he says. I love that about Greg. Greg, to me, has always been the realest motherfucking husband. So, Greg, I am with you on kicking cancer's ass. And I'm so sorry that, you have to go through all of this, because it really was sad, you all. So, NeNe had some people at the house, I guess, some of their friends and their son Brent that they have together. They're at the house talking to Greg about his condition, and Greg got emotional and began crying and talking about, he wrote a letter for his doctor to give to NeNe if he was to die, if he didn't make it out of surgery. And he said it was one of the hardest things that he ever had to write, and I believe that's when he had broke down. All the while you got NeNe still trying to be strong and still, I don't know, she's just holding on at this point. I kind of wished that NeNe would have been, it's really hard to judge people in these situations, you all, because we all are different when things happen. But she's been supportive of him, but I just wish she would have been a little bit more warmer. But I believe she had said that she cries a lot and tries to put on this brave face in front of Greg. So I think that's why she was still a little standoffish when they had their meeting. Yes, she's there in support of him, I know that, but she did seem a little removed, and I'm thinking it's because this is a very overwhelming situation and she feels like she has to hold on, for her man and her son. So I just hope everything works out for Greg, because I really love Greg. Next, we got boring ass Kandi, honey. Boring ass Kandi. Every man wants a little love. Every man wants a woman. When it got to Kandi, I got a little bored. She's talking to these damn escape girls and how, I guess they're about to be honored. I don't even know, honestly, you guys, what the fuck was going on, because I was a little bit bored with them. They can all have their own show again. I thought that was interesting. Oh, they got off into how people name the top girl groups and no one ever mentions them. Y'all not memorable all like that. Y'all had some hits that I like. My Little Secret and it's this other song that y'all got. When it come to mind, I'll fucking think of it. But y'all got some hits. I'm not gonna take that from y'all, but we all know that the best girl groups of the 90s was like TLC, In Vogue, SWV. You know, that's who we were checking for. You can't get mad, Kandi. You can't get mad, sis. And we all know when it come to y'all group, if it wasn't for Latasha and that damn sister, y'all wouldn't be shit. I'm sorry. They got the best voices of the group, them sisters. So next we got Cynthia. She is putting some damn grapes in a wine glass and pouring some wine, honey. She didn't call her funny looking ass boyfriend. Okay, y'all don't get mad at me. Yes, I said the man looked funny in the face. Cause he look a little special, but he sound right. He sound better than Peter, and Peter's, abusive ass ways. Peter was stern, but this guy, he seemed like he really likes and respects Cynthia, and they are now in a long distance relationship. I'm so glad she got rid of Will's lying fake ass. Will was finer, but y'all know them fine ones be trying to put you through some bullshit. So sometimes you gotta settle and do what you gotta do. So Cynthia, I'm not mad at you. I probably would have got me somebody a little bit more finer than that, but it is what it is. As long as he's treating you right, you're done having kids. So what's the problem? I don't see nothing wrong with it. I kind of like the relationship. I guess he is what is he, a sportscaster? Yeah, he's a sportscaster for Fox Sports, and he lives in LA, and he's really crazy about Cynthia. I like all the things he was saying to her. Real talk though, I really liked how he said, like, I can imagine, spending the rest of my life with you, and you could tell he really meant that. Cynthia deserves to hear that, because out of all the women on this show, aside from NeNe, I think that she has a really good heart. Cynthia, a lot of people say she's boring and she ain't the most interesting. And yeah, Cynthia can get a little boring and dry, honey. But at the end of the day, I think she is the most genuine. She really is. She has a good heart. She really don't try to, except for season 7 when Claudia's ass was on here, Cynthia. I was about ready to wring your motherfucking neck. But, you have then, stepped up and returned back to your sweet self. That's all we ask. Noelle enters the room. She talks with the guy for a little minute, and she's happy for her mother as well. I love those braids Cynthia had in. Cynthia is a beautiful motherfucker. 50 where? 51 bitch where? I hope I'm looking that damn good. Damn, that damn Cynthia is bad as hell. So next we have Eva. She is having a photo shoot with her soon-to-be husband, her daughter, and her new son. The baby is cute, and her little daughter is adorable. She looks just like that crazy-ass Kevin McCall, though, just lighter. She got his facial features, which ain't bad. Kevin McCall is fine, just crazy than a motherfucker. That's a goddamn Chucky doll. I got one too, Eva. Goddamn Chucky doll. You never know what the fuck they up to. I thought it was funny when she had said, Mike is everything that my daughter could ever want. He is the only father that she has ever known. I was cracking the fuck up because that was her way of letting us know, don't y'all bring up that crazy ass Kevin McCall. I'm trying to forget about that crazy motherfucker. I know that D was good though, wasn't it, Eva? I know it was, because that damn Kevin, he fine as hell, chocolate, and ooh, child, let me calm down. He look good, but he crazy than a mother. He just nuts, spazzing out. Has said that new baby was his, honey, but you ain't heard that from me. I'm just telling y'all. But yeah, I like all of this. I've been following Eva since I graduated high school. I think Top Model, yep, that was 2003. I graduated high school and saw Eva on Top Model, wanted her to win, thought she was beautiful. She was an old tomboy then. It looks like she's way more feminine now, and yes, she's a model. But people are comparing her and Cynthia. I think Eva had made a little comment too, talking about, well, the difference between me and Cynthia is 20 years, and girl, don't shit on Cynthia. I remember when Cynthia came on this show, I was like, oh, she's a model, and I was real passive about it, like, oh, okay, ain't no big deal. Cynthia knows what the fuck she's doing. Like, if you watch her photo shoots, that bitch can teach Eva a lot. Cynthia bad, she's beautiful, and so is Eva. Eva is a gorgeous girl too. But Cynthia, I remember I was at my mother's house one time, and she had all these, like, old Essence magazines. Cynthia was all up and through them motherfucking books. I said, oh yeah, this bitch is really a model. She don't play. It's cute while they trying to take the picture, the little girl, the soon-to-be husband, what's his name, Michael. He says to the girl, no, Marley, don't sit on my lap. Don't sit on my lap. And then all of a sudden, because at first he was like, well, here, Marley, want to get on my lap? She wasn't going. And as soon as he said, well, don't sit on my lap. Don't sit on my lap. And then she went, all right, now, act a little crazy there, Marley. I thought that was so cute. And I really like the fact that her man has stepped up and been a good father to her daughter. You know, he's a new father to their son, but it's beautiful when a man can love a child that's not his. It's just amazing to me. So next we got Porsha. She has decided to visit NeNe at her swag boutique store. She basically brought, some flowers by for Greg. I thought that was very thoughtful. I am happy to see Porsha and NeNe in a better place. They pretty much just chatted up. Porsha says she needed to see her face to face because on the phone NeNe sounded the same, like everything is cool, but you could tell with NeNe it's like she still has her strong personality and she's still herself, but you could definitely tell that this situation with Greg has really it's been really sad and difficult for her. So I think with how she's acting, she's just trying to at this point keep it together for her family, and that's understandable. And I just love that they all they both came together and chatted it up. Porsha told NeNe about the new guy, that she's been seeing. I guess she introduced him, honey, as a friend, but shit, that man is more than a friend, honey. I thought it was cute when Porsha put on the little hoochie mama outfit. Damn, that goddamn Porsha. I was like, god damn, what the fuck is that in her ass? I thought I had a big ass shit. That motherfucker got some hog moth. She got some motherfucking bacon back there. She got a big ass. I love Porsha's body though, because it's so real. The girls are these days, we think like that, So I love that little outfit on her, honey. She was dancing, cheering NeNe up. NeNe was getting her life, cracking the fuck up at Porsha dancing and making all these crazy facial expressions, dancing, in the outfit and shit. I loved it and I lived for it. During that moment, though, I really was starting to miss Phaedra because Phaedra would fit perfectly back into the show. Yes, she lie a little bit, but, don't everybody to it. I know y'all gonna be like, don't be bringing up fucking Phaedra. She's not on the show. But Phaedra would fit into this storyline, especially with Greg. She just have that calming spirit. I miss her and Porsha together. Frickin' frack, I miss it. Oh, Kandi, is accepting like a lifetime achievement award, I guess, with Escape. So y'all know I don't really give a damn about that. But anyway, she invites her whole family out, Don Juan included, honey. What is he, the nanny? So during this little scene, Kandi gets to talking about Riley's weight and how Riley has lost a lot of weight. My thought is, why the fuck was she that fucking big in the first place? Yeah, that damn block, though, he is kind of big. Some of these kids, though, they just instantly take after a parent. They take the genetics and shit, because both my parents, honey, they was thick. But I was never as big as Riley. And my issue with Kandi is, bitch, you got money. I just feel like when you got money, that girl, shouldn't have never got that damn big. She should have always been in an exercise program. But I'm proud of you, Riley, for getting that weight off. You're a young girl at that, and you did it. You look amazing. But Miss Riley wasn't here for the shit, honey. When Kandi said that her and Todd, they still have these 2 frozen embryos that they want to use, and they feel like they should have some more kids. Riley said, I don't think that that's good, because you really can't really deal with the kids that you already got. I was like, ooh. All right, honey, tell us how you really feel. But Riley is saying that Kandi is gone all the time. So what time would she have for these other children? And I agree. That is another reason, you all, why I will not be having any more children. At first, I definitely knew I wanted 2, at least. But as my life began to take off, and career and working, doing my podcast, which I love to do. It's just like, it's not fair to keep bringing in more children. And you ain't got no motherfucking time for them. So I'm kind of here for what Riley is saying. Todd has been teaching a damn baby Ace how to drive, honey. He is too young, Todd. And Todd keep talking about, well, I do daddy daycare. And Kandi was like, well, shit, that's only for an hour, half an hour to an hour. So it's like, I think Riley is just like, y'all are not being realistic with the amount of time y'all really spend with Ace. Y'all ain't here all the time. You got to really be here for your children. And I absolutely agree. Kandi got her ass in her confessional talking about how she always there for the kids, their appointments, their events. But then her damn phone rings and turns out she done missed a motherfucking event for baby Ace. I guess some conference or something for him. So it's like, girl, that's a wake up call right there. Next, we got this scene with Porsha and her sister and I guess her assistant. They're at her house and she's pretty much telling them about NeNe's situation and how she wants to invite all the girls out, to Miami. I guess she's going to already be there for her birthday. She had already talked to NeNe about this and they had already planned on linking up, but now she wants to really, invite all the girls. So she calls everybody. It got very awkward though when she mentioned she was calling Kandi and Kandi got on the phone. Hello, just dry as fuck. I thought you forgave the girl. No excitement in her yo monotone ass voice. And Porsha got to saying, well, girl, ain't nobody gonna be able to come and support NeNe but me and you, so we could just fly together. Kandi got real quiet, honey. Porsha was like, girl, I'm just playing. And Kandi was like, girl, okay. And so, they've all decided pretty much everybody is coming. She said she would text Marlo. I thought that was kind of shady. I'm like, why you ain't calling Marlo? You called everybody else. But, honey, Marlo was tripping last year, honey. Miss Porsha probably didn't forget that. So next we got everybody, pretty much Eva and Cynthia, they're packing up, getting their stuff ready for Miami. Porsha's man comes to pick her up. She got this bright red ass hair in. I thought it was pretty though. So everybody's pretty much getting ready to head to Miami. So we got this scene with Cynthia. She's on the phone with NeNe. Pretty much NeNe wants Cynthia to come to her comedy show. It's going to be the first one since Greg has been sick and she's been going through so much. So she needs her best gal pal to be there to support her. Cynthia is already, of course, headed to Miami. And of course she's going to be there for NeNe, but she can't tell NeNe that. She got to keep it a secret. So actually Kandi and her group, they are at the ASCAP Awards and that damn Ace. I don't know why you invited him there, Kandi. He is very young. You know how young kids are. They get tired. So he could have stayed at home. Like Ace was tired, getting grouchy. Don Juan carrying him. They looking for Todd. Don Juan talking about Tara maybe at the damn bar, honey. Todd, come get your child, honey. Oh, so Escape got honored with the Golden Note Award, whatever the hell that is. Congratulations to you heifers, though. So next we got Porsha and her man. They are in Miami, Florida, and Porsha is pretty much telling him about how all the girls are going to come together at NeNe's comedy show to surprise her, you know, because Greg has cancer and NeNe has been going through a lot as far as that. And her boyfriend, he seems very understandable about it. So that was nice. So Porsha and her man, they're in the car talking. They end up talking about how she invited two of the girls she's on shaky terms with. That's Marlo. She asked her man, did he know Marlo? He said no. And then she asked about Kandi. And then he got really weird and quiet. And something about that did not sit right in my spirit. And I believe y'all felt the same thing I felt. Something was tricky. He then began saying, oh, well, I don't know where I met her. But, you know, I have met her and I live across the street from OLG. So, Negro, please. Porsha also mentioned that in her confessional, oh, I could be getting proposed to tonight, so I'm not gonna worry about, you know, the situation if he know Kandi, and, you know, because he ain't never brought up OLG. And I'm just looking like, and then she does this old giddy ass laugh in the car. I'm like, Porsha, oh, I hope we're not going backwards. I need you to grow up and keep up. Shit, I need you to keep up. In the words of Mariah, push through, honey, please. Keep up with this man, honey. I don't know, that little part right there, it just kind of solidified to me. He knows that Porsha is a dingbat. I think he knows that. I love Porsha, y'all, even though she a little dingy, but it's something with old Dennis. That little scene, it's something about him that ain't looking right. I got my good eye on you, Dennis. Okay, so they get to their room and it is so beautiful. He has this private chef cooking for him and Porsha. Everything is nice. Porsha is all giddy. She runs her ass to the bathroom, call her sister, talking about, girl, I get here and everything looks so good. He got a private chef. Tell him about how quiet he got when you mention Kandi, though. You ain't gonna mention that, though. But we go let Porsha have this fucking moment, y'all. So she's all happy and giddy, and he ain't got no wives, no kids, no this, no that. That don't mean that he's automatically a good man, though. Girl, So she gets off the phone with Lauren because Dennis ends up calling her. And then she comes out and then they go into this room and he tells her to sit down. He has a surprise, and I believe he's going to propose on the next episode because it cut off right there, honey. That is all I have to say on that, honey. I'm so happy my motherfucking Housewives is back, bitch. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.